in pretty soon there, I think. Yeah, the gun engagement coming in here. Mutalisk flying right into with a bunch of zerglings to help out. We're going to see how this turns out, but way too many Goliaths. Going to take out all of those Mutalisks. Just focus firing on the Mutalisks, just completely ignoring the zerglings almost. The zerglings all get taken down. The Mutalisks forced to move back. Those vultures did get taken out, but they blocked pretty well for the Goliaths, letting the Goliaths just focus fire on the Mutalisks, and I think he lost well over half of his Mutalisk force there. HyuK has, I think, almost no chance of getting back into this at this point. He has nothing those Overlords going to get. Wow, those Overlords completely caught in position and just going to be raped by those Goliaths. 1 Overlord, 2 Overlords, 3 Overlords. Okay, no more for now. Just going to focus on that hatchery there, the production hatchery. Going to just move in close and try to take that on. More Goliaths coming up. So actually fOrGG very interesting. Just focusing mostly on Goliaths, knowing that HyuK has nothing else but Mutalisk pumping out, and otherwise he will only have Zerglings, maybe even Hydralisks, but he doesn't have speed upgrade, I think. I don't think he has range upgrade for Hydralisks, and Zerglings can be taken up pretty easily by those Goliaths, as you just saw there. Zergling pumped in. Again, a large force of Mutalisks, and they're going to engage fOrGG again with a large force of Mutalisks and a bunch of Zerglings. Zerglings blocking all right, distracting some of those Goliaths pretty well, taking down a large amount of them, but Mutalisk still going to be forced to back off as soon as the Goliaths backed away from HyuK's base. So still losing a lot of Mutalisk, losing all of the Zerglings. Did take out a decent amount of Goliaths, but that's going to be reinforced pretty quickly. So HyuK is in serious trouble at this point. Lots of fans just being solemn, just waiting for HyuK to lose already so they can watch the next match. I don't know what HyuK can do here. He definitely can't keep pumping the Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are just going to lose against Goliath, no matter how well you micro them with that large amount of Goliaths. I mean, sure, you can micro there a little bit, took down 2 Goliaths, but you can't always catch those Goliaths out of position there. And fOrGG is going to keep those Goliaths together, and you could have friggin' 4 control groups of Mutalisks. They're not going to take out such a large mass of Goliaths, especially at the rate that fOrGG is pumping them. fOrGG at 2 bases, I think, is setting down his 3rd one at the 6:30 o'clock or so. Yeah, there you go, 6:30 o'clock. 6:30. Mutalisk flying around for HyuK, and HyuK just has to do something very special to get back in this game. He probably has to go some kind of ground force, because those Mutalisks are just not going to cut it. I mean, sure, those Mutalisks can take out those Goliaths if they catch him just like that. Just 1 and 1, 2, maybe 3 Goliaths out of position, take him out pretty quickly and fly away. But you can't keep doing that forever, because fOrGG is just going to have that large, massive Goliaths. Okay, he's flying in again with Mutalisks, trying to do some damage, taking out a turret there and doing nothing else worthwhile. fOrGG is smartly enough keeping a few Goliaths inside his base before he moves them out to reinforce. Wow, so many Goliaths all over the place. fOrGG just, engaging those Mutalisks flying right into those Goliaths. So many Goliaths out from fOrGG, just pumping those out, just ignoring everything else. He knows that's the only thing he needs, because HyuK is just being very stubborn, and unfortunately he just can't do a tech switch at this point, because he's invested in these Mutalisks, and he's forced to use his Mutalisks, nothing else. But at least he's using some destruction attacks right now. Going to take out the turret. He has to go for the economy. He's not going to do that. Meanwhile, fOrGG now moving into HyuK's base. HyuK has nothing to defend. I think fOrGG should actually just go ahead and push it at this point, because not a lot of Mutalisks to defend HyuK's base. There are a few Sunkens in there, nothing much else. If not go for the natural, he could go for the 12 o'clock there. I think that's pretty vulnerable position. Mutalisks again flying in, for going to take out those 2 Goliaths waiting for him there, and they're going to just fly away. They're going to take down 1 turret on the way, going to be met with a few more Goliaths. They're pretty much going to damage him pretty well. Mutalisks unfortunately take way too much damage, trying to fly around, take out as much as they can, but unfortunately just not doing any real economic damage, just being caught by a lot of anti-air fire. Moving in here, just taking down all air defenses. If he's just waiting to take on first air defenses, is waiting for fOrGG to reinforce like that meanwhile, and all that waiting, not doing any damage, it's what's costing him. Again, being caught out of position with his Mutalisks by a large force of Goliaths trying to fly towards fOrGG's 6 o'clock base. Wow, I mean, that force of Mutalisks was so large, and oh boy, now it's so small. Lots of Sunkens going down at HyuK's natural, I'm sorry. Start button size facility now out. So what? So you're gonna go for Firebat Hero and out with battle cruisers? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna not call 2 armies there. They're upgrading Lovers and Armor. What are they? I haven't actually been looking at the upgrades very well, unfortunately. I apologize about that. the Mutalisk are actually at 1-on-1 upgrades with 2 armories up. I think fOrGG might have an upgrade advantage here. Again, a lot of Mutalisks being great, but so many Goliaths being forced to fly right back home. What is that? 4 control groups of Goliaths at this point. So many Goliaths are streaming out. Goliath online. Those pilots with the gas masks. Terran boosters are up in 1-on-1 upgrades. Of course, Terran boosters are up. What? Yeah, well, I just said the most obvious thing in the world. Science vessels. So it is science vessels. So yeah, add irradiate to that anti-Mutalisk stuff. Of course, probably no Scourge yet out for HyuK. Now also pumping out some Hydralisk. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna morph those into lurkers or simply use them to engage the Goliaths. Meanwhile, while he tries to use the Mutalisks as well. 4th base now going down for HyuK. He's going to try to take an economic, not advantage, but equalize the economy. 2nd evolution chamber, just 1st evolution chamber coming down for HyuK. He's been upgrading Sorry. Right, 3 bases for fOrGG, actively mining 3 bases for HyuK. HyuK is at such a disadvantage right now. He's been losing so many Mutalisks, just not being microwaved, being caught badly all the time, not doing any decent harassment. At one point he did do a decent an alright harass, but he got caught very badly out of position after that due to bad decision making. Now he's just pretty much screwed the science facility and all of those Goliaths gonna stream and gonna take down everything they meet on their way. Somebody's scared. Ooh, another engagement coming here. Hydralisk moving in along with the Mutalisk. A bunch of Goliaths there to meet them. Science vessel also there. I don't know if the radiate going to go off. A defensive matrix going off on one of the Goliaths. Lots of Mutalisk, lots of Hydralisk. None of the Hydralisk really taking damage, but a bunch of the Mutalisk being killed by those Goliaths. Meanwhile, I think all those Mutalisks are going to go down. The Hydralisk are not going to be able to do enough. All the Mutalisks, most of them do in fact go down, and the Hydralisk and the Mutalisk forced to position themselves a little bit more behind now. Forced to move back. Now, because the Mutalisk are now acting as meat shields for the Hydralisk instead of the other way around, as it probably should be. But fOrGG smartly simply just engaging the Air Forces. One of the creep colonies is going to turn into a sunken. One Overlord goes down, and tanks out for fOrGG. I think at this point, this is where fOrGG is just going to move in for the kill. He's going to make HyuK GG. If HyuK doesn't GG as soon as he decides that he's stopped being stubborn. Those Mutalisk getting caught there, possibly taken down. More Mutalisks getting taken down. Another engagement coming with Hydralisk just trying to run away from all these guys. Several get shot in the back and taken down. Shooting somebody in the back. Where is your honor, Goliath? Where is your honor? 2-2 upgrades now out for fOrGG. I'm not sure what HyuK is at that point. He did a very late tech switch to Hydralisks. I don't think this is actually a very good idea. Another engagement here. Last-ditch effort, or maybe just HyuK's trying to entice Goliaths into his sunken line, although I don't think that'll be really changing anything. I think it's way too many forces. The tank is going to plop outside, going to start shooting at those Hydralisk and that sunken colony. HyuK's just sitting there going, I blasted again. So many Goliaths shooting at the Mutalisk, taking out that GG now going down. GG yo for HyuK. Because he's so cool, because adding yo to your GG makes you stylish. Oh boy. Well, fOrGG with a win that was pretty obvious. High fives to everyone. And HyuK got HyuK'd again. They gotta stop fielding this guy. I mean, sure, the Zerg is not much better either, but he's better than HyuK. HyuK has no chance to win unless his opponent messes up royally. The Zerg, just, you know, I don't know. Just, yeah, GG, guys. fOrGG totally won this.